What if I told you there's a wrestler out there who has won the world title so many times that he's literally lost count more than some guys have even competed for it? We're talking about the true gold standard of WWE, the men who didn't just chase championships but collected them like trophies on a mantle. And today we're counting down the top 5 wrestlers with the most title reigns in WWE history, with the name sitting at number 1 possibly not being who you expect. So let's get into it. Quick disclaimer before we dive in, these numbers come from WWE's own official recognition of World Championship reigns, combining every version of the title each guy has held across his career. So buckle up, because some of these totals are honestly ridiculous. We start at number 5 with Hulk Hogan, a 12-time world champion and the man who basically built the modern wrestling boom. Hogan first grabbed WWE Gold back in 1984, and by the time the dust settled on his legendary career, he'd captured the WWE Championship and the WCW World Heavyweight Championship a combined 12 times. And he didn't just hold titles, he made the championship matter to an entire generation of fans who'd never even seen a wrestling match before. Because without his reigns in the 80s, the whole industry probably looks completely different today. Next up at number 4 is Randy Orton, a 14-time world champion known as the Viper, who became the youngest world heavyweight champion in WWE history at just 24 years old back in 2004 and never really stopped from there. Between the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship, Orton has racked up 14 total reigns, and he's one of the rare guys who's been a top guy across 3 completely different eras of WWE, still active today, which means this number might not even be final. Tied right there at number 3 with Orton is the man who now runs the entire creative direction of WWE, Triple H, also sitting at 14 world title reigns, built across nearly 2 decades as one of the most dominant in-ring villains the company has ever produced. And what makes his run wild is the variety, since he held the original WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship during some of the most stacked main event scenes in wrestling history. At number 2, for decades, this record was considered untouchable. Ric Flair, the nature boy himself, the man with the limousine-riding, jet-flying, kiss-stealing, wheel-and-dealing legacy, recognized by WWE as a 16-time world champion, with title reigns stretching all the way back to the NWA and WCW days before he ever set foot in a WWE ring. And his influence on how a champion is supposed to carry himself is still felt in every promo cut today. And the man at the very top, number 1, had to be John Cena, who after years of chasing Flair's once untouchable record, finally made history at WrestleMania 41 in 2025, securing his 17th World Championship and officially becoming the most decorated world champion in WWE history. Love him or hate him, Cena's resume speaks for itself. Over 2 decades of main eventing, polarizing crowds, and somehow always finding his way back to the top of the mountain. So, there you have it, the 5 most decorated champions in WWE history. Do you think this list will ever be broken? Drop your pick for who could challenge it down in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into wrestling history, and see you in the next one.